So Lopez fight gets no pay-per-view. Bob Arum's not dumb, and Bob Arum is not into losing money. He knows he loses money with Teo. There's no fan following for Teo. As much as people like to say, oh, I like Teo, he's trying to challenge himself, he's trying to be the best, he's not trying to do none of that. And Bob Arum is not going to lose no money behind that. So you shouldn't be surprised it's not a pay-per-view fight. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez is not a pay-per-view attraction, but you wouldn't be able to tell by the way his name stays in certain headlines and on my freaking Google feed. You know what I'm saying? I just find it mighty funny that the media spends all this time promoting him, but you got David Benavidez and David Morale fighting, and you barely hear two winks about it. That's the best fighting, the best prime versus prime, and yet you notice people don't really talk about that fight. Isn't that kind of strange? I know that didn't stand out to somebody, you know what I'm saying, beyond me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to digress on that, and I'm going to probably say that for another video. But the truth with Teofimo Lopez is it proves that Teo is just a clout chaser. That's why he should spend more time talking about his career and what he's going to do other than clout chasing other people. But then again, if he didn't clout chase, then you wouldn't care anything that he has to say. You know what I'm saying? Do yourself a little experiment right quick. Go on your YouTube Google feed, you know what I'm saying? Or hell, you can go on regular Google and see how much information and news that you could pull up about Teofimo Lopez that don't involve Tank Haney. That don't involve Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Jerron Boots Ennis, or Terrence Crawford. See, Teo is only able to get in front of these cameras, and Teo is only interested, and people only care what Teo has to say when he's talking about these guys. When he needs to be chasing people that's in his weight division, you know what I'm saying, and build up interest there. But you'll notice is that he won't conduct an interview, or there's not an interview conducted with him that don't involve those names that I just said. He can't have a standalone interview that's just about him and his career and what he's doing. People have no interest, which is very weird, because with all the dog whistling that Teofimo Lopez does, that doesn't even help him. You know what I'm saying? But do I think it's piracy the real reason behind Bob Arum? No. Of course not. They don't like him over there. All right. Bob don't like him. Okay. When Teo had his chance to see if he could be a pay-per-view star and see if he threw his middle finger up to everybody, and he burned everybody. He talked about ESPN. He talked about Bob Arum. He burned everybody. He lost his deal with Bud. He lost his role in Creed 3 to Bud. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? His girl, you know what I'm saying, son and everything. You know what I'm saying? He said he lost it all because he lost his mind, because he thought that beating Vasily Lomachenko and Josh Taylor, he thought the compliments that the media was giving Josh Taylor, and especially Vasily Lomachenko, was going to transfer over to him, you know, and he was sadly hurt when he found out that it doesn't, you know what I'm saying, and they actually disliked him more because of it, you know what I'm saying. So he's around here upset at the world, but he's mad at the wrong people about what has happened with his career, you know what I'm saying. So that's why he turned to the lowest form of trying to promote himself, which is appealing to boxing's little nasty nature that nobody likes to talk about, but we all know exists, you know, and that's the bigotry and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So he had to return the dog whistling to those, just like Ryan Garcia did. You see, when it got bad for Ryan Garcia, you see what he did? He dog whistled, because he knew that that's the lowest form of fan base, and it's always going to be open, as long as you could say the derogatory things that they like about the people that they want you to say it to. You know what I'm saying? Before then, it was Devin Haney. Before then, it was Mexicans for Devin Haney. You remember that? This is why the fight was going on. They didn't want him to fight Devin Haney in the first place, because they thought he was going to lose. So that's when they were saying Mexicans for Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? And then when the whole thing went lopside up, you know what I'm saying, what did he do? Oh, he said, oh, I know how to get them to rally me. I'll say this, and that fed right into what the Mexican fan base like. But I'm going to digress on that. You know what I'm saying? Back to Teo. But that's what Teo has done. And Teo has pigeonholed himself, because now if he don't keep Jerron in his name in his mouth, if he don't keep Terrence Crawford name in his mouth, if he don't keep Tank Davis name in his mouth, there is no interest for him. So low key, while he think he's clout chasing, he's low key on a promotional tour for these guys, because he can't get an interview and don't nobody care about nothing that he says or does unless their name is involved. Now, not saying this ain't a good fight. This is a good fight, but 9 times out of 10, he'll fall flat on his face or underperform. Okay, and Bob knows that, because he's underperformed his last couple of fights. You know what I'm saying? Bob is not dumb, and he's not into wasting no damn money. Bob knows the game. It has nothing to do with no damn piracy. Let me tell you something. Who's gonna be trying to rob, or in the form of piracy, a Teofimo Lopez fight? Motherfucker, please. Get the hell out of here. Ain't nobody trying to hot wire no damn Teofimo Lopez. Like, that's a hot commodity, yeah, that, you know what I'm saying, we just gotta jack this. Man, please, Bob ain't dumb. That's all that is. And he don't like that fool. And ESPN don't like that fool. You know what I'm saying? This is why he turned to the tactics that he do, because that's the only thing that he has left. But you shouldn't be surprised if this fight is no pay-per-view. Bob knows what the hell he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no 9 times out of 10, he gonna go out there and, like I said, under fucking perform. You know what I'm saying? Because he's underperformed against lesser. You know what I'm saying? If anything, that's the only thing people be watching it for, just to see if he gonna fall flat on his face again, which 9 times out of 10 he probably will. You know what I'm saying? But Bob ain't dumb. It ain't got nothing to do with no piracy. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with it. Bob ain't into losing money. He's into robbing you of yours, but he ain't into losing his. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Vane, I'm out.